Hey, what's going on, everyone? Anthony Aries here, and welcome to the Google Hangouts or Profits. We're going to call this Profits with Google Hangouts, and this is a special presentation that has been put together for folks that have it's a closed door session. So you're here because you've been specially invited to be a part of this group. So we've got a few folks on the call. It's not a very big group, which is actually great because this will be intimate and we can kind of help you out and answer any questions that you have as we go along. Now, in my business, things are changing so much. And then on top of that, you've got all these other changes that are happening outside of my business. I'm sure the same is with you. You've got your business, you're trying to run your business, and you have all these changes that are going on outside of your business. Every day, there's something changing. Like lately, lately I've been going to YouTube, and I say that YouTube has the Facebook syndrome because every time I go to YouTube, it's like Facebook. There's something new. They're changing all the time where a button was over there, now it's not over there, and you got to figure out where it is, and now it's connected to Google Plus, and everything is changing. All these social media platforms are changing. Facebook's another one all the time. Every time you go into Facebook, they're changing something different, how they share this, how they do that. And so it's hard to keep up with all this stuff, and even myself, I find myself having a super hard time trying to run my business and keep up with this stuff. And Google Hangouts is something that is, it's been out for a while. I was one of the first people. I was the first person ever to have a live Google Hangout, a live telestreaming, a WSO with a Google Hangout. You guys can go check that out too if you just Google Cold Traffic Black Book Warrior Forum. It'll come up. The WSO should come up, and we actually still have the recording of the video that we did during the live stream, and we actually live streamed a Google Hangout on a WSO, and it was very powerful for sales. We ended up selling 2,700 units of that product. That's just the front end, not including the back end. And we believe that a lot of it had to do with the buzz that we created with Google Hangouts because no one had ever done that on the Warrior Forum, and when we went and posted about it on Facebook, the whole thing just blew up. And so I saw the power of Google Hangouts, but I still haven't had the time to get my head around it completely. And I know that there's something there, especially after I saw the ranking capability of it with my colleague Ryan McKinney. He's been using it in his business. He's been using Google Hangouts, and I mean, it's unbelievable the results that he's getting with these Google Hangouts, and he's just dominating super competitive keywords with Google Hangouts. So once I saw that, I was like, there's really something to this stuff. And so I invested in his software. It's called the Hangout Daredevil. And if it's something you're interested in taking a look at, you can go to www.hdh as in Hangout, D as in Daredevil, bonus.com. And I invested in that software, and I put it to work, and within it was like 3 hours or something, I had a video ranking for, or a Hangout ranking for the keyword Hangout Daredevil Review, Hangout Daredevil Bonus. And since then, I've made a little over $1,000 from that video, which is pretty crazy promoting that product. So that's how I know that there's something here, and I wanted to have this little workshop, and what I actually did was today I brought on a special guest for everyone. I don't claim to be the Google Hangout expert. I'm still tinkering in the lab with it, and so I figured and I want you guys to put your wallets away. We're not going to have any sales pitches or nothing at the end of this. I brought on a close friend of mine, someone who I've mentored in the past, who's surpassed me in this arena. This guy is literally, in my opinion, right now, one of the thought leaders as far as knowing everything that's going on with Google. And I don't mean just SEO. I'm talking about like all the things that are happening within the infrastructure of Google. I'm talking like Google Engage. He knows a ton about Google Engage, which is a program for small local business consultants. He knows a ton about what's going on with Google Hangouts. He knows a ton about what's going on with Google Plus and YouTube and how the whole thing is integrating and how they're putting the whole puzzle together. So I'm really excited about having this guy on here because, I mean, he's, like I said, I've mentored him, and he's actually surpassed me in his knowledge of what he knows about what Google and what Google is doing. And so I'm excited to introduce you all to Frank Schwarz, my man Frank Schwarz. Are you there? Can you hear me okay, my man?
Oh, I can hear you, man. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. So,
Awesome, man. Thanks
yeah,
for
no, go
bringing me
ahead.
on. No, I'm really excited.
Are you a little bit nervous? Let's break
This
the ice. Are you a little bit nervous?
uh, y- I'm a little bit nervous with this go-to webinar thing.
That's cool.
Uh, this this is not my realm. Like I said, I was talking to the wife, and I said I can jump on a Hangout, and I'm cool.
Right.
I can see people, I can interact with them, I can do this, and no, I'm I guess more excited than nervous because I love talking about Google stuff.
Cool.
You know,
So
I
so here's a little
what
trick. I'm gonna manage the running of the whole thing. You don't have to worry about any of that. I'm gonna handle like any questions that come
sweet.
through, and you don't have to worry about it operationally at all. Just pretend like you're on a hangout, and you will be a-okay, my man. You won't have anything to worry about. This will be easy peasy for
Well,
you.
the benefit is nobody gets to see me.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So
true. No one gets to see you like they do on Hangouts. And right now, everyone,
yeah, exactly.
I'm just sharing my screen. We haven't really gone anywhere. But before we get going, just some housekeeping. I've got this thing set to record, so we are going to be recording this. I am set. I am not recording it with. I'm not recording this with GoToWebinar. I'm actually using Camtasia, so it should come in pretty good. After this is done, I'm hoping we don't go longer than 2 hours. We really shouldn't need to go that long. It should actually be sooner than that. You should basically get an idea of what's going on here in less than time than that. I'm going to take this video, get it rendered. That'll probably take about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depending how my computer feels today. And then I'm going to upload it, and I'll probably get it out to everybody within 24 to 48 hours. I don't think my admin's working tomorrow, so it may be Monday until I get it out to everybody. She's got to go through all the folks' emails who signed up for this and get it out to everybody. So I just wanted to, give you some housekeeping on that. Can I get some yeses? I should have asked this question a long time ago. Can I get some yeses to make sure everybody can hear us? I didn't even think to ask that till right now. Then we got.
Usually I'm the smart ass who's firing off questions.
All right, Evie says yes, he can hear us. Is it Evie? Are you a boy or girl? I'm sorry. Malcolm Ansell can hear us. Awesome. How's it going, Malcolm? Evie, girl. Okay, great. I'm glad I didn't say he. Okay, awesome. Um, so all
I
y'all can
almost
hear.
thought that was E. Brian for a minute.
Yeah, I know I did too. I thought it was EBR for a minute. Yes, great sound. Also on the phone for backup. Awesome, David. Okay, great, cool. So let's like I said, put your wallets away. There's not going to be any kind of sales pitch or anything like that at the end of this. I really just want you folks have a just a pen and a paper, and you don't need to take frantic notes. Just if something pops out at you that interests you or is important to you, just make a note of it. There's no need to take frantic notes because we're recording this. So if you do that, you could always, like what you might want to do is kind of like try to figure out where we are in the presentation. So right now we're about 8 minutes into the call. So if you want to like sync your watches with 8 minutes and then just kind of take notes and be like, okay, well at this many minutes they said this, and then you can kind of go back to the video or the replay and expand on what we talked about. So, all right. Now, here's the thing. I am going to kind of be the dummy. I'm going to play the dummy, right? And I'm going to be like kind of like talking to Frank as he shows us some of the stuff that he's going to be showing us. And the whole objective of this today is how you can profit with Google Hangouts. Now, I've only got one case study. I've got my Google Hangout, and I'll actually show you guys that. I mean, I might as well show that to you. I'm sitting here cackling about it. Right? Let's do that. So if you come over here and you Google Hangout Daredevil, I rank right there. That's me, Anthony Aries. And then that's with a Google Hangout, and that was within I think it was within a day that happened. I don't remember now because it's so long ago. And then here I am again 2 times. I'm under Hangout Daredevil bonus. Anthony is here. Anthony is here. This is a YouTube video, and this is the Hangout. The Hangout's beating out the YouTube video. And then if you look under review, I'm over here again. And just from these videos, I've generated a little over $1,000 in commissions promoting the Hangout Daredevil software. So I've already profited from it. This is the only case study that I've got. Frank's going to have a little bit more insight on how to do it, what to do, what not to do. And, as far as using Hangout Daredevil, everything you need to know about, using Hangout Daredevil is inside the training. We figured there's no point in us boring you with that. You already have all that information. And if you need any support from Ryan or Robert, if you got this from them, if you got this already, you can just hit up their support desk. So we don't want to bore you with that stuff. What we want to do is show you how you can make money with Google Hangouts. Is that fair enough for everyone? Everyone cool with that? Let me get some yeses. Awesome. Okay, I also do want to giddy up. Yes, we got an EB. You got a yes from EB, yes from David Decker. Awesome. Okay, I also just want to do a quick disclosure. That our results are not typical, and that I don't know you guys, and I tend to take massive action on stuff, and I take a lot of risk in my business, and I just want to put this disclaimer out there. We're required to do so, and that anything that we talk about today, there's no guarantee that it's going to work for you whatsoever. You've got to get out there and experiment, and you have to take action, and there are things that I do that don't work in my business. There are risks that I take that I lose money on, so it's important that you know that. I also want you guys to know that we are recording this video, and that later on we do have the right to release this information in any way that we decide we want to do that with. So I just want to put that out there and let you guys know that this is being recorded, and later on we may release this as a WSO, or we may release this as a bonus, or we may release this as part of a big $1,000 product package. We don't know yet what we're going to do with it, but we just want to put that disclaimer out there and let you know that too. All right. Cool. So I am going to, Frank, are you ready to take over a little bit? You have your screen ready to go?
Yeah. I mean, we can do what we need to do.
Do you have like a mind map up, or like a guide or something that we can follow along?
Yes, I have a mind map, and we can go off of that and shoot by the hips.
Sounds good to me.
Let me ask something. I know a ton of people are here because of the Google Hangouts, but how many are using Google Hangouts? I know you have products that are incorporated and you're trying to learn it, but how many of you have gotten on and actually pressed the live broadcast button? Come on.
EB says not yet. Malcolm says not yet. David
Okay.
Decker, not
Well,
yet.
And that helps because I know that there's a big feeder. Anthony, you tell me what I need to do to kind of flip between my mind map and the live screen.
I'm gonna
actually. You just want to keep control of the screen?
No, I'm gonna actually turn you on right now, brother. Here you go.
Okay.
And so now we're gonna show your screen.
Yeah, show my screen. I just got to make sure which monitor is going to pop up on me.
So I'm seeing the monitor with a mind map right now.
Oh, okay, cool. Even better, because then I don't get double confused. Okay, the biggest fear that I know that I had is just like with basic video. I did not want to be seen, very self-conscious, very nervous. I wasn't going to make a good impression, and so I took a very long time making a YouTube video. And what I realized was I was getting all this education on getting information, but the only thing holding me back was actually making a video. So I started off with not being on camera. So the best thing about, and let me go in and I'm going to pop over, and there should be absolutely no adult material on my screen, so don't be nervous about that.
If there is, it's okay because we're all adults, right?
Okay, well, that's good, because if you're a Facebook friend of mine, you will definitely know that I have a weird sense of humor. This is as if I was just going to do a hangout, just so you guys see the basic sense of something. They've changed, they're constantly changing, and they're making Hangouts better. And believe it or not, they're going high def now. The only thing holding them back is HTML5. Because they're changing everything, and they're going to some new fandangled, I don't know what it's called. But you see me launching, and my camera's going to turn on in a few. This is the hardest part for anybody to do. Just a name. And literally, you guys will see me and my lovely stuff, but then I'm going to make it very simple. And there you go. That's the Hangout. And that's where you guys can and should start if you're afraid to do any recordings with the Hangout. I'm not sharing any information with anybody, and the reason that the circle's bouncing is because my audio's out. But that's how you can start it. And you can do slide shares, so you're doing a PowerPoint. You can screen share, so you can record your screen, do a video about a product or a review or just doing research, and you're integrated right into YouTube, so you don't need any outside source. And the reason that I love it is that my wife and I, during the summer, she's a teacher, we go to Ohio for a couple of months. And I don't have the ability to lug my entire computer around to everything I want. And sometimes, you know, I'm on a laptop, Camtasia, different things, they take up a lot of resources. But I can plug into a Hangout, shoot a video, and upload it to YouTube, do the edits, and then, you know, sit back and hopefully watch PayPal make some money for me. If we want to go out to dinner next week, I shoot out a couple of quick affiliate reviews, do some SEO stuff, and then get a couple of bucks coming in so that I can take my wife out to dinner and it doesn't interfere with, you know, my bills. So our overview here is just where are you going to find stuff to do reviews, which, you know, Anthony's favorites are JV Zoo and Clickbait.
Yep.
I mean, he's known for that. I have a couple of different areas that I can find other products, but let me open up this one screen real quick.
Before we go down that road, let's slow down a little bit.
Absolutely.
A couple things come to mind for me. Let's talk a little bit about, because I had some problems with this. I was trying to figure out how to do a slideshow in there, and I was trying to use PowerPoint. And I remember talking to you about this, and you gave me a great tip. And I think it would be great to share that with everyone, especially if folks don't want to get on the camera. Like, if you go and look at my Hangout Daredevil video that I did, I wasn't on the camera, but what I did was I did a screen share. So I did a demo of the video, and I basically recorded what I did. But I tried to do one the other day where it was like, I actually tried to do slides, and I tried to use PowerPoint, and it didn't work out for me. And then I remember talking to you about it, and you told me what to do with that. So I figured that would be something good to show people, because I spent a good hour and a half trying to. An hour and a half of my time is very valuable. I wasted an hour and a half trying to figure out how to make PowerPoint work with Hangout Daredevil. So this right in itself, you know, if you're going to put together a little review presentation, and you're going to try to do a slideshow of it, you need to know this tip, because I spent over an hour and a half trying to figure this out, and then Frank told me exactly what I needed to do. So I figured this would be a good little tip for you to talk to people about.
Absolutely. I don't use Microsoft stuff if I don't have to. And I am, like you said, I really love Google. I'm a Google fanboy. And my screen right now, you should be seeing a presentation mode, which is basically your PowerPoint, but it's in Google Drive. Okay, so as part of having a Google account, you now have a Google Drive system that holds everything, and you can create documents, presentations, and what's nice is it's set awesome for collaborating with other people. So, you know, Anthony and I, or, you know, anybody can jump on here and we can be going over an entire slide presentation, and both of us can be touching it and making changes as we need it, which is awesome for outsourcing.
Right.
Okay, so you can look at it, and one of the things you want to do, Anthony, that you were having a problem with is you were probably seeing these side things, and I'm not sure about the PowerPoint, but in the Google Hangout, you go into, you pull this up and you make it its own tab, okay? And if we were in a Hangout, I would actually be using the screen share function. And if you want, I can launch into, you know, actually showing all of that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right here, do you see this?
Does everyone want to see that? Everyone
well,
want to see how to do that?
Yeah, let me know.
Let's see. I'm sure everyone wants to see how to do that. Does everyone want to see how to do the slideshow with Google Hangout? Of course, yep. Okay.
Okay, and the great thing, guys, is that, like, we're doing this and I'm not broadcasting. Okay, we are in what most people say, like, the green room. This is all pre-production stuff. So I'll go in, and it's the second tab, and it's called Screen Share, and you just click on it, and it's going to ask me, what do you want to show? And I will pull up my screen share of my presentation in Google Drive. And this is what it is. Now I'm going to go to View, and I'm going to say, now,
present.
I want, do you see I'm going to,
Yep, I see it.
Yep, I see it.
okay, and you see it's full screen?
I do.
It should be, because I'm okay. And now down at the bottom is the slides and the control, and you can use you can click the screen, which I just did. You can use the arrows, you can press the play button, or you can use the arrows on your keyboard. So I now have a full screen share, which I gotta get back into my Hangout, which will be shown in the Hangout. Right now, because I don't have my camera on, it's not really going to show. Let's do that again, screen share. I might have to pull this off to the side. Let me switch screens. And
Now, so everyone knows, too,
Now, so everyone knows.
Go to webinar kind of slows things down a little bit.
Go to webinar kind of slows things down a little bit.
Well, yeah, and the cool part is that, you know, well, I guess I can look at you guys, is I've been doing these Google Hangouts for 18 months now, and in the 18 months I've had Hangouts with people in Australia, people in the Philippines. We've done book interviews, TV show interviews, and all of this stuff for free, which I know GoToWebinar is kind of expensive at times, you know, for what they offer. But it had its place, and Google Hangouts now is letting developers create everything that GoToWebinar is, except free.
Yep.
So I'm loving this. Now to get back, once you've done that screen share, you're in your presentation, so you'll be full screen. So like when you guys saw me in full screen mode with the presentation, the F5, you're in that in your Hangout, so nobody is going to see you, and you just record your video, just like you would if you were doing a Camtasia or an Animoto or whatever your video system is. You don't have to worry about something not recording, not having enough disk space, because as you're doing it, it's automatically on YouTube.
Yep.
Exactly the way you wanted it. So that's the easiest way with the presentation software. Getting into using your PowerPoint, I would think that you have to do it with Present with Speaker Notes, I believe is one of the ways that you do it. But again, I don't know the Microsoft software. So is there is there a question that I should go further with, or what do you think?
Someone wanted to know if you can use Hangouts, Google Hangouts in place of GoToWebinar.
Google Hangouts in place of GoToWebinar.
Absolutely. The only thing that Google Hangouts does not have currently for the masses, which is in the works of being changed, is what I call a pay gate, which is where you can have a buy now button just show up. But I don't know if GoToWebinar does either, because I know a lot of times they're like, hey, let me drop the link into the chat. And then everybody clicks it and goes to the external source or page, which is exactly what you would want to do if you were selling something during a Hangout. You have what they now have a unified chat system, which means that you can have people on YouTube, on an event page, and in your Hangout, all talking, asking questions, and in one place in your Hangout, you're seeing all those questions. So to show you that, I go back to the Hangouts. Here is the new Q&A, which every time you click on one of their applications, it has to load in so that your system isn't being bogged down while you're doing your videos.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, and again, hi. Again, we're on like 3 different video sources, so you have to turn the Q&A on before you start. It's just an integration thing that they're doing, but it's on, and I can have this while it's being recorded on YouTube. It's actually, people can, when they're commenting now, it will integrate in. So I will see what's going on at YouTube, I will see what's going on below during the Hangout, all at once, and I can answer those questions as they're being presented, even if nobody else is in my the lower spot there, which is the film strip, which you see it says you, which is me. I think you can see that right here.
Yeah.
You can kick people out. Yeah, so now it's just me in here. But I may have, 3 people in YouTube, or I may just have people watching from the live Hangout screen, because there's an announcement on my page, which we may be able to see this. I'm going to shoot this over here.
If for some reason there's some feedback.
Probably because I'm looping through you and Google Hangouts.
Got it.
Maybe. The Google Drive, it's the Google Hangouts.
The feedback's coming every time I talk, so I won't talk.
Well, I need you to talk, my man. Come on.
You're doing great, by the way, Frank.
Oh, I just want to make sure that we cover what everybody wants to see and wants to know. I just want to give tremendous value back to you and to your group, because you have always made sure that I have had the best information available for whatever you were covering.
Thanks, man.
Now, right here, oh no, I appreciate it. You can see that. Do you see my mouse moving?
Yep.
Okay. It shows that I'm on air. So publicly, right now, anybody can come in here, see me. They see that it's it's probably a private because I didn't add people to it. The name of my hangout, which would normally be my keywords that I'm going after. And they can press play and watch, or they can leave a comment right here. They can +1 it, which is like a thumbs up or a share. They can start typing people's names in here, and instead of the @ or the ampersand or whatever you guys want to call it, you use the plus sign. So instead of bringing up all my contacts, I just start, typing in Frank something, and anybody I'm friends with or I have locked in comes up, and then they're part of the questions, which then shows up in my Q&A. Why are you doing this? Post a comment, and I should, if everything's running right. Oh, there we go. I didn't turn it on in time.
It happened.
See? But you can bring over, and what's neat is when you answer something, it'll be marked as the host that I answered it, so I don't do it again. But if somebody happens to pop on from Istanbul, no offense to anybody in Istanbul, and they start hitting some questions or comments or things that you don't want, you just spam them. And that's if you're doing something live, which if I notice that a lot of people have not jumped on yet. What's the major reason that nobody's actually done a hangout yet? Do we know? I know that Anthony, there's a barrier to coming in, but is there any particular reason why people aren't jumping in and just doing this along with like YouTube videos?
Okay, so Evie doesn't know how to use it yet.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna put you to work. Okay, Evie, do you have a YouTube account or actually a Google Plus account?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then you have it, and the best way to use it is to try to break it, and you won't. There's nothing. Literally, I'll come out as if now this will disappear because I didn't record anything. It's not going to be anything worth anything.
It's not going to get uploaded or anything like that.
No, because nothing went live, so there's no video. So that whole time, nobody's going to see anything. Nobody can be embarrassed, and you can see that it's disappeared off the page. So there's nothing there. There's no track. Literally, to get started into the Hangouts, you're going to go to your Google Plus page, which is going to have the whole setup, which is just like a news roll of your friends or public stuff. There's a home button that when you hover, it expands. You hit the Google Hangout or the Hangouts on Air, and then there's the button that says Start a Hangout. And it's completely just you until you start inviting people. If you go live, and nobody's invited, then now it's just going to ask me for a name, but here's where I would invite people. So if I wanted to invite Anthony, I could start bringing people in. I've got other friends. I can just start bringing people in, but I don't want anybody in here. So I literally just click the start on air, and that's now I'm live.
Boom.
And I'm live on camera, but I'm not live over the internet.
Okay.
So in order to go live with the internet, I literally would have to just click the go live. Down here it says off air. Over here in the corner there's another off air, so that I know that I'm not accidentally hanging out. And all I did here was I just jumped into a slide share, or a screen share, I should say, so that I could, just look something up besides my face. And you can have 9 people in the lower spot, guys, but you don't have to have 9. I went hidden, sorry. But it's real simple stuff, and now I can do a review of this on this little thing I put together for somebody.
Let's do that. Do you mind going? Do you mind going through that really quick? How many slides is that? Is that a lot of slides? So we can show people what that was.
13 slides.
How many?
13.
Okay, we don't really have to talk through every slide, but let's just. Yeah, EB's like, please, if you could do that, that would be great. So yeah, so like, okay, so you've already, we already know how to start the Google Hangout, right? Basically, you've got to have Google Plus. You've got to have Google Plus.
Yes.
And basically, that's connected through your Gmail account. Now, I've got a Gmail account that's my private Gmail account. That's just like, and then I've got my other Gmail account, which is the one I started a long time ago. That's ended up becoming a spam bomb. But that's like the one that everyone knows me by. Like, if I don't want people to know my private email address, should I not develop that Google Plus account? Should I develop the other Gmail account with Google Plus, the one that's already the spam bomb?
The one that's the spam bomb, if that's the one you're known for,
yeah,
I would do that. I have, as you saw when I typed in Frank Schwarz, there's probably 50 or 60 different Gmail accounts, depending on what I'm using it for.
Okay.
There are different products, brands, or niches that just have their own Gmail account, which is their own personalities. And on those different personalities or accounts, I just talk about that niche.
Okay.
The one you're seeing now, which people know me as my friends and stuff, free drinks, or Jab Promotion, which is the one you see here, that's kind of a catch-all. There's not really anything there that I particularly do or say or anything. It's just a whatever. But my private stuff, I don't do anything
with Google Plus.
Google
on that.
knows everything about us. So
Right.
if you don't want anybody to know, stay away.
No, but I mean like if you just want to segment it, like if you that spam bomb account would be my public account, my public Gmail account, and that's the one that I should develop with Google Plus, right? The one that I'm okay with being public.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, if you're okay with it being public, go ahead and do that.
Okay, cool. So essentially, all you need is a Gmail account. You need some sort of a Google account. Once you have the Google account set up, you go and set up Google Plus. You have to have Google Plus. It won't work if you don't have Google Plus. So we've already walked through those steps. Everyone already knows how to do that. So let's just pretend. What's a product that you've promoted that's done well for you, if you don't mind, and just let's do the slideshow on that thing and show people how you did that.
Okay.
Unless it was a review and you were actually doing a demo.
Well, we can. Actually, it was a. And I'm gonna have to jump on the mute button
Sure, no
real
problem.
quick when this thing pops in. I did, and I. Rory Schwarz. I just wanted, as you can see, I'm in the same room that I'm in now, and it was a product for Wicked Simple Commissions, and it was 2 minutes 50 seconds, and all I did was basically talk about it, and then it's already loaded on my screen. So it's already in YouTube, and I just went in and did a couple of added a couple of things, made sure my link was in there, did a couple of SEO stuff, and that was, I want to say, when I uploaded it, it was October 23rd. And right now it's got 192,000 hits.
That's crazy, dude.
And it's got 76 subscribers. Pardon me?
You got 192,000 views from that video?
What'd you say?
You got...
Yes.
Wow.
And now here's the funny part, because I pulled up some stats last night that I'll show you. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Give me that. Okay. On October 27th, right here, it had 82,000 views and about 3 days worth of viewing for the retention, and I had 53 subscribers because of that video. And I pulled up last night, November 7th, and it had gone from 82,000 to 192,000. 18 days total watching time of this video, and 76 subscribers to my YouTube channel.
Amazing.
And no, I did not pay for views.
Amazing.
I did a couple of things on the 27th of October, as you can see where it says 0, and within a couple of days drove it up a few, but I did not buy 190,000 views. I guarantee I didn't. And as you can see, it's still climbing up along the way, and it's mostly because of sharing, which comes into, as soon as I find my screen again, which comes into this here, how to get on page 1, which, yes, if you look in the Chrome incognito for I did simple, this is, I think, commissions. Four million results, and I've got the #1 spot.
Nice.
At the 23rd. Yeah, so I mean, the system, which is, years of playing around with, YouTube and integrating Google and knowing what they want, has helped me, make money. One of the things I try to show as a proof of earnings is this review video, which was the Two Rockstars local theme, has brought in $502, and it's because it's an evergreen thing that they put out there, that this video, every few days somebody buys it, and that's $10, $20, $30 in. That's an extra $500, which isn't crazy numbers like other people, but here's another one for the Hangout plugin that Walt did.
You know what though? Like small results,
was 190.
Small results like that are important, because when you're starting out in this business, it's challenging to get results like you're getting here, and it's important to get results like this because they fuel the fire of hope, right? And they
my God, my man,
they keep that dream alive, So don't put down your results, man. I mean, this is amazing, The only reason I did so well with the Hangout Daredevil one is because it's a $500 product, right? And so my commission is $250 every time I sell one of those. So I sold about four. It was like I think five of them through that video. So I did about $1,250 with it. So, um, that's the only reason it did so well, and because they're doing a lot of.
Oh no, yeah,
They're doing a lot of.
You are absolutely.
There's some sort of delay for some reason, dude. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you. I don't mean to do that.
No, you're fine. It's we're running multiple videos over. I mean, you're in Florida. I'm in Arizona.
So what's the reason those commissions were so high was because of the price of the product. But dude, by all means, like what you've done is amazing, and it's like you're still tinkering with it. It's definitely very scalable. So let's go back to those things again, because you had what was the other one that you promoted? The Walter Bayless one.
Walter Bayless is still that is the Hangout plugin, which at this time there were 6 units sold for another 191. These were just some quick ones that I could grab. What's cool is when you're in the presentation mode for the Google or in the Google Drive, these are actually videos that are able to be played live during your presentation. So instead of it just being a PowerPoint screenshot, this is actually a video.
So that's pretty cool.
So if I go into, and to show you what I mean is, if I go into present mode, on this here, when I click it, it's actually the video that I made in the PowerPoint. So I don't know if you can do that with Microsoft's PowerPoint, but
okay, so here we go.
There.
Pretty cool, man.
So I can do the presentation in him. It's pretty badass, especially when you're in the middle of a hangout and you're not flipping screens to, hey, check out this video. It's all right there. You were talking about different things like Optimize Press 2 when it launched. I actually had 140 or 1,400 links buyers come through, not 1,400 buy. But I get excited at the $4 sales even still today.
Right.
When I see that first sale come in for the day after I make a video, I high five to life. I'm like, yes, at least it made some money.
So what we're doing here, folks, is we're showing you guys that this actually works. That you can actually, there's actually money to be made with this. This is like validation that if you fire off these videos, you can actually, these hangouts, you can actually make money with them. And like that Rockstar theme, that's a WordPress theme, that's evergreen. If they keep that product open and people are searching for that and they resonate with Frank and they like what Frank has to say, they're just going to buy through him, and he's just going to keep making commissions for that, evergreen commissions. So let me ask, have you found that the slide ones do better, or the videos with you? Like, how did you do with that Wicked Simple Commissions one? You don't have to say the amount if you don't want to. Did that one do okay? Is it better if it's with you on camera? Is it better if it's a slideshow? Is it better if it's a demo? I found that I do really good with demo videos, like when I'm actually going in and demoing, like when it's not me, like it's good if it's me on video, but it does just as good as if it's me without being on video and I'm actually like showing the theme or logging in and showing how the theme works and showing the theme installed, or showing Hangout Daredevil and all the training it comes with and what's inside. And people seem to really like that because they're comfortable with what they're investing.
If they see you touching the item and demonstrating it, you get the benefit of it being you, and you get the benefit of them seeing the product. So your personality comes across, they see you touching it, they see it working, and those do awesome.
Okay.
Any of the, let me see if I can, so when you, like you said, and I'm just pulling up, this was another product that I did that I actually touched it and was in a hangout. So those did really well. Walt Bayless's actually didn't do quite as well. It's a higher end thing, and I actually used his video that he had. It was just one of those things. Again, we were on vacation. I grabbed the video. I let him talk a little bit. I chopped it down. I said something about it, and I uploaded.
So how does
it was that quick and easy.
How does the audio come out when you play the video back through Google Hangouts? Like, you just put the video on a slide and then play it back, and it comes out. The system audio picks it up okay?
Yeah, I haven't had any problems. A major thing that Google Hangouts changed was the fact that certain videos, if you play them inside of a Hangout, are violations of international copyright law.
Got it.
Which they will shut you down. So you'll know if you're playing the bad video because it will come up and say, hey, stop doing that. But they put in a YouTube app now, so we could all literally be watching the same video as if we were in a in the same room watching a YouTube video. We can do it. You all see the same thing, but everybody can skip around and watch. So if we were talking about this video and I said, now if we pause here, Anthony, you could literally press play on your screen in the Hangout, and we would all hear you talking, or we would all hear the video. The cool part is you can make a playlist of videos over here, and as you're showing the videos, you can just rotate through your playlist. Yep. So you could have, I could have 10 videos that I've done and say, now look, here's an example of just a PowerPoint. Here's just an example of, the screen share or a Hangout class that I did, or here's a webinar. So those are all available now, and they just did this in the past 30 days. So before, you weren't allowed to watch videos online. I actually got a violation for doing that.
So that's a good overview of like the whole system. Does everyone grasp essentially the fact that you can make money? And there's some questions coming up. I'm not ignoring you. It just doesn't make sense for us to stop doing what we're doing to answer those questions right now. We're going to answer them though. But let me ask you this: does everyone understand and grasp what we're talking about as far as how you can make money with using Hangouts, and how Frank has been able to get them to rank and how he's made commissions? Okay, you're starting to see the proof that it's there. Malcolm says yes. He's starting to see it. EB says yes. Okay, great. So for example, Michelle, she actually jumped off. So let's talk about. I think what's missing is the step by step of how to do this, right? So like does everyone already know how to start the Hangout? Everyone kind of understand the mechanics of that? What's a good resource for people to go to, Frank, if they're having a hard time understanding what we're trying to convey here, and they maybe just want to kind of go in and fiddle with it? Is there a good resource for people to go to? What I usually do is I just go to Google for everything, and I go, how to start a Google Hangout, and then I'll find.
You're not saying anything that I don't do. If I don't know it or somebody's asking me, I literally am Googling it to try to figure it out. You and I were talking about some affiliate things before, and as you're talking about an affiliate program in this certain niche, I'm already in Google typing it out, trying to find what affiliate programs there were for that niche, and so I Google it. There is a guy that I will. Let me see where I'm at on which screen here.
It could be you too. Like, are you available for consulting with people if they need some help and some stuff? If they want to buy a little consulting package from you, are you available for that kind of stuff?
Well, that is a great thing. I'm getting my help outs, but if anybody wants to, talk to me, the best place to find me currently is either Google Plus, or Facebook. And if you're not sure, literally, because my name is harder to spell than most, if you just do a free drinks with an X, you'll find links for me, or you can see there's pictures of me and everything.
Nice.
And all my accounts are, and then you'll have my name, and then you can type in my name, and I am #1 on Google, so,
Nice.
well, it's me, the dead guy, or the German doctor, and I'm not dead,
That's
so.
a big.
But there's me on Facebook.
That's a common name too.
Yeah, but that's what my Facebook page is, and friend request, hit me up with a message. I can do private consulting that I do with offline clients, where we what I love about the Hangouts is we're not talking on the phone, we're actually seeing each other, and people can know, like, and trust me because they see my face, they see the responses. I can share screens, I can go through, and now you can actually remote control their computer. So, if you've got a PC problem that somebody's having and you're a virus guy, or, you work on computers for people, you can use Hangouts to grow your business for free. So yeah, if anybody messages me, they're stuck on a particular spot, I'm more than willing to help anybody that I can at any point that I can.
Okay, so let's just kind of go through
Okay, so
that mind map for so there you go, folks. If you could, dude, if you could somehow, like, shut off that feedback, because it's driving me nuts. I don't know how you're gonna do it. It's just driving me crazy. But I was gonna say, if you all need help with something from Frank, he's totally available to help you out. Just hit him up. He is the resource for this kind of stuff. So, like, let's pull up that mind map really quick. Are you all getting that feedback, or is it just me?
Making sure they're.
Are you all getting that feedback?
I'm not hearing it, but is it gone?
Hello? Hello? Yeah, it's gone.
Hello?
No, wait.
Hello? It's gone?
No, it's still there.
I can
Maybe slap on an earpiece or something.
Is that better?
Slap on an earpiece or something. No. No.
I think you're getting some phantom thing, brother.
No,
That's
everyone
okay.
else is getting
I
it
will
too.
throw in.
So what's probably happening is your speakers are coming through your microphone every time I talk. Does that make sense?
Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. And that's the fun part is you never know what's going to happen. Hey, what?
If you throw on a headphone, dude, it'll go away.
Okay. Did it go
It
away?
did. Hello, hello.
There
Yeah,
we go.
it's gone. All right, cool. All right.
All you need to do is throw on
Yeah,
the
yeah, because
headphones.
what ends up happening is my voice comes through your speakers, and then your microphone picks it up, and then it just feeds back. All right, cool. So, all right, so everyone gets the overview, right? And folks are like, can I get a little bit more of a step-by-step? So where's the money, right? The money is in promoting these affiliate products, right? So we talked about ClickBank, and we talked about JVZoo, right? And if you do JVZoo stuff, there's not a lot of stuff on there that is evergreen. A lot of people, they do these make money online launches, and they launch the product, and then about a month later, it's gone. So you kind of want to make sure that make sure that you're okay. Like, you want to make it. In other words, if you're going to do it, the point of what I'm saying is, I'm not telling you to not do the JVZoo stuff. What I'm telling you is, if you do the JVZoo stuff and you're doing a product that is not evergreen, or you don't know if they're going to shut it down, the thing to do is to not put a lot of work into the video production. Just do like a short little kind of like demo, a slide presentation. If they have a video demo of it, Frank showed you how to slap up the video demo on the slides already. So you could just put the video demo on the slide and then play it back through the Google Hangout, and then finish the Google Hangout, upload it to YouTube, and you didn't even really have to make a video if you didn't want to. You could just use their video demo of it, right? But injecting personality in it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, injecting personality in it like Frank does and like I do is definitely going to help you with your conversions, because you'll start to build a fan base, and the more of these that you do and the more that people see you, the more they're going to like and trust you, and the more they're going to want to buy from you. So the whole point is when you do the JVZoo ones, you kind of want to do those ones, you know, don't put a lot of work into those videos because you don't know if people are going to close those products down or not. There are some things on JVZoo that are evergreen, and the best way to find those is I'm going to switch the screen over to me really quick, and I'm going to just show you, like if you wanted to start promoting stuff on JVZoo, let me just pull something up here really quick. I'm going to log into my account, and I'm going to come over here to find products. So what I did was I came over here to affiliates, find products, and you'll see like these are, it automatically defaults to the best-selling product, which is SEO Zen. The number 2 best-selling product is Covert Store Builder. These products have been around for a while. This one's been around since June. I don't think they're going to shut this one down. Covert Video Press has been around since 2012. So most of these have been around. Rapid Content Wizard has been around since July. SEO Omega has been around since June. These have been around for a while. The Logo Creator software since June 2012. So you could promote some of these. Some of these are evergreen, right? So essentially you just log into your JVZoo account and you just go to find products, and JVZoo defaults to the best-selling products on the sorted by that way. And so you would just, you know, keep going down the line and find something that interests you if there's something on here that you want to promote. But the reason that promoting JVZoo is great is because the commissions are instant. Like Frank had said, these commissions, you know, get deposited right into your PayPal account instantly. You don't have to wait. Like if you were promoting a ClickBank product, you're going to have to wait 2 weeks. And then when they pay you, you're not going to get all your money. You're only going to get, I think, like 80 to 90% of your money. They hold back about 10 to 20% for refunds. And you get that money later. Like they dole it out like 6 weeks later. So the good thing about the JVZoo, so it's like, you know, it's like one, there's pros and cons to each one. With JVZoo, you can promote stuff and get instant commissions, but some of the stuff doesn't stay on forever. Like some people do though, like Dr. Ben, he leaves his stuff up, like Offline Gravity Method. That's still there. Excuse me. Social Lead Freak, this is a really popular software. This launched in April. That's still there. They've done 5,000 units of that thing. Unbelievable. Amasuite 3.0. So the whole point is that, you know, there are evergreen products on there. You just got to know how to find them. Okay, so, and if you want to do instant commissions, these are the way to go. These are actually pretty easy to rank for, don't you think, Frank? Some of them are tough, like SEO Zen I've had a really hard time with, but some of them are not that hard because a lot of people haven't put work into them. And you can just go in and find a bunch of these that are easy to rank for.
And that's the thing is, you know, it's how much work is everybody putting into
Exactly.
it, and how much trust do they have, because you know a lot of your videos that you do, no matter how much work you put into it, one, you know how to make them stick to the tops, but the more people that are watching and coming back to you, the longer they stay on top.
Yes.
So I've been beat out on some videos on the launch day, but you know, 30 days later, I've been sitting at the top, and I've had the #1 video for 2 years on some products, just because people keep coming back to it, or you know, it's there for a reason.
Okay, so everyone gets how to do the JVZoo thing. Now, great question from EB. What about interviews? Interviews are freaking awesome. If you can get,
are you kidding me? Look for URL Shotgun.
Yeah, if you get, that's a product that we did, and Frank interviewed me, and it was a product that I launched with an awesome guy named Mark Ross. And what is it under?
Not the #1 video.
This one right here?
No, that's somebody else who got your name. Go into the videos and you'll see you and Mark's. It's not a ranked video, but it has over 1,500 views between the two, and they're over an hour long each.
Which one is it?
Down further, they get watched because there's you, and then you'll see the next one should show Mark. But yeah, that's us.
Yeah.
And I sold a bunch not being ranked
Yeah,
first because they see that it's an
You
interview.
did. Interviews are the way to go because, first of all, the product creator is going to be more open to being interviewed, especially if you say, I want to do a Google Hangout interview with you about your product launch. Especially if it's before their product launch or even after their product, they're totally up for it. You know, like they won't usually do interviews if you're trying to get an interview to create a product for yourself, because most people don't end up doing anything with them, and it ends up being a waste of time for the product creator. But if you're doing an interview about their product, they're going to want to do an interview with you, you know, and just, you know, keep it short and sweet. Ask them like some great questions to ask them is how they got started in internet marketing, what inspired them to create this product, where do they plan, what do they see in the future for this product, and you know, and then you would basically put your affiliate link, and then you tell everyone, here's where you can go get the product. And if you go through me, if you have a bonus, tell them that you have a bonus. If you don't, that's cool. You don't need bonuses for weight loss. You don't need bonuses for anything outside of the internet marketing make money online niche. You only need bonuses for the make money online niche. Everything outside of that, you don't need bonuses, okay? Just so you know. So interviews are very powerful because people are going to bond with you. You're going to create a fan base. You're going to get to build rapport with these product creators. They're going to dig that you're putting out propaganda for them, especially Hangouts, which is like really popular. It's really buzzy right now. So yeah, it'd be a great idea about the interviews. Totally. Okay, so we've talked about how...
And another thing is...
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
cool.
sorry, Anthony. A major thing with the interviews is you're stealing the power of the product creator nicely.
Yes.
Because everybody who follows Anthony all of a sudden now knows about me, so I've got his authority to have them come back and watch my videos, which they've done.
Yes, it's like association. It's guilty by association. By interviewing me, you sort of, my authority light gets shined on you, and people are like, who's this Frank Schwarz guy? And then they go investigate who you are. And you know, that's exactly what I did. Like, I did the exact same strategy when I started on the Warrior Forum a long time ago. I basically went to the Warrior event. The first one I ever went to was June 2011. And I just basically did what EB's talking about. I did a bunch of interviews with people, and I took a bunch of pictures with people, and next thing you know, like the interview here, interview with this guy, interview with Russ Ruffino, this chick Kim, I forget her name, Gary O'Neill, Tony Grant, Derek Pierce. I've got a whole bunch of them. Justin Wheeler. There's the Russ Ruffino one. Han Fan. Dino Gonzalez. And then I went and took pictures with a bunch of people too. So like that really helps. Here's a picture of me with Mario Brown. My blog is like really freaking slow. There's a picture of me with Mario Brown at the first Warrior event. He's a tall dude. I'm 5'11". He's like 6'3", I think. Here's a picture of me with the owner of JV Zoo, Brian Zimmerman. And so, you know, when people see these pictures, they immediately associate you with these folks, and they just see you as an authority too because you're hanging out with them. Here's a New York Times bestseller, Ron Douglas. This guy owns a huge ClickBank product, recipesecrets.net. He gets millions and millions of visitors a year. This guy is a huge publisher on ClickBank. New York Times bestseller. You know, so doing these kinds of things, what Frank is talking about, like the interview stuff, is awesome. It really like instantly gives you credibility within the market. And it doesn't instantly give you credibility, but it starts to give you the credibility. Like when I went to this event and I took all these pictures with all these guys, you know, Jason Fladlin, David Deutsch, Colin Terrio, and I started posting these pictures everywhere. People are like, who's this Anthony Aries guy? Like, where did he come from? And then I started doing interviews with these people, and it starts to build, right? It starts to compound. That's the whole point. And you're totally right on about that, Frank. It does work. The authority light does shine on people. So, all right, so far we've talked about how you can promote JVZoo products and get instant commission. We sort of showed you how you can pick some good products, stuff that, these are best-selling products, and they're still here. They're not closed down. There's also the whole ClickBank marketplace, right? The way that I pick ClickBank products, I don't do what everybody else does. Everybody goes to ClickBank. That confuses the hell out of me. I go to this website called cvengine.com, and what you want to do is you want to come over here and you can pick stuff by recurring. So you can go find all the recurring products. You can find the products that are starting to take off, which means a lot of people they're like new products that a lot of people don't know about, but they're starting to get a lot of sales and they're starting to get promoted heavily. So these are like really good to go after because there's not a lot of competition yet over here under the best gains. I wouldn't go under new products because you still don't know if they're good products, if they're still selling yet or not. But I like the best gains, and I also like going after the top vendors too. And I like to see, what kind of products. These are the all-time best-selling products on ClickBank. So number 1 is Brian Winters' 5-Figure Day. Number 2, Cash for Surveys. Number 3, Fat Loss Factor. Number 4, the Venus Factor. Number 5, Tao of Badass. I don't know what this one is. $1 million paid out. What is this one? Let's see.
Congratulations.
This guy's a smart guy, George Brown. I mean, this product has been freaking forever on Google, on ClickBank, and it's unbelievable how he's been able to stay in the top. He's in the top 5 still. It's unbelievable. It blows my mind. 1, 2, or top 6, top 10. Mike Geary's Truth About Abs. So you have all these other products too that you can just go through and you can look up and you can find and you can, if you want to promote, these are more evergreen. These are more evergreen products than like Get Rid of Herpes. I bet that would be a really good hot selling product. That's a pain point right there with a lot of people, and a lot of people want to get rid of that. So you could promote that product. These are the kinds of products that do really, really well. Everyone kind of gets stuck. I have a hemorrhoids product that I do really well with from ClickBank. We have how to pick the gender of your choice, like if you're trying to have a baby or a baby boy or a baby girl. This product tells you. We sell a ton of that thing. That's the kind of stuff people are buying when it comes. I'm not saying they're not buying to make money online stuff. But what I'm saying is that the stuff that solves problems does really well. The survival system. This is really hot right now. The prepper stuff, the doomsday prepper stuff. I mean, this kind of stuff does good. Yeast infection, no more. Acne, no more. Is this helping you guys? What I'm doing here?
I think it's great because I think it's something that's really important for everybody to realize is, if you go where everybody is, it's a really hard uphill battle to get rankings, sales, and anything else. And I'm a guy, and one of our favorite things to do is PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. I don't know anything about it. A lot, I should say.
But I bet being a guy,
I know women that have it.
Guys want to know about penis enlargement systems. That's for sure. Check this out: penis enlargement system right here on ClickBank. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that want
only
that
some
stuff.
of us, Anthony. Only some of us, not all of us.
But my point is, this is the problem-solving stuff, like you were talking about with the what is it? The OCB. I forgot what it was.
It's PCOS.
There's a lot of women out there that are willing to pay for information on how to.
A lot of money to help that.
Exactly. Start potty training. Here's another one right here. This is the kind of stuff that's obscure, but it does really, really well. Here's another one I guarantee you women would flock to. Kick butt cellulite redux. Not weight loss, not a gym routine. Listen, I know really hot girls that are like in amazing shape that have bad genetics and have cellulite all over their legs and the back of their butts, and they work out, they eat right, they do everything right. I bet you they would buy a product like this to try to figure out how to get rid of that cellulite that they can't get rid of. So I hope that this makes sense. Like, I know that we're kind of a little all over the place, but I mean, we're trying to take something that's new and never been taught before and walk you through the process of it. So we've talked about how to start a Google Hangout. We've talked about how to pick some products, right? This is way less confusing than going to ClickBank and trying to do it, because everything is sorted here. You've got your top ClickBank vendors, you've got your best gainers, you've got your recurring products. These are the sections I look in the most. I look in here, I look in here, and I look in here. And then you can also pull this up by more people. You should be able to do this by, let me see. There's a way to do it so that you can get more people on here, more results. You guys can fiddle with that later. Let's not waste any time on that. You can pull up more of these results if you need to, if this is not enough on here. Okay, so we've got all that stuff. How did I get this list again? The list, okay, so I went over here to top ClickBank vendors. Just click that. And it pulls up the top ones. You can also look at stuff by momentum. You can look at stuff by popularity. It's actually super easy. This is like the best resource for finding ClickBank stuff, and a lot of people really don't even know about it or use it. Here's my boy Rob Jones. This product's starting to take off. He's got a great gravity, 186. Are you ranking for that, Frank? Did you go after that?
Yeah. Trust Jacker?
Yeah, I
went after that.
Did you rank for it?
Not
yet.
yet.
Is it a tough one?
No. Well, it's just because so many people jumped on it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on there, huh?
But I also
didn't go specifically after the title because I know that Trust Jacker is going to be around a while. I kind of let it blow up with everybody getting on there. They're knocking each other's teeth out with bonuses. I kind of went a little sneaky with what
and
I
you don't
was
have to say you don't have to say what it is. I don't want
and-
you to give up everything that you're doing.
I'm not fighting for that number one position right now. I'm waiting for everybody to get bored with it and move on to the next thing, and I'll just slowly start moving up. That's how I look at it. If it's a major launch like Video Boss was, I don't really want to spend all that time and energy going after it. I went after InstaMember, WordPress plugin, and had the site and a bunch of how to use the product videos and made a ton of sales, but not a lot of people went after that one. So, I've just learned over a while what's going to be the fight that I'm willing to invest.
And that's a really great gold nugget. I hope all of you guys got wind of what he just said. He doesn't go after all of them. He lets everybody fight it out, and then what happens is people get bored and move on to the next launch, and they stop working on their stuff, and then Frank goes in for the kill. So this Trust Jacker product's going to be around for a while, and so he knows that people are going to just move on to the next one, and he's going to come in for the kill on that one. That's actually really smart, and that's something that you could do too. So we got all that stuff figured out. There's a question from EB. I used Hangout Daredevil to rank that Hangout Daredevil video. I actually haven't gone in and done any other Hangouts. I need to do that, and I just came out with a product and a coaching thing a couple of weeks ago, or it's about a week ago now, speed ranking system, and I've been working on that, getting all the modules done. We were going to do speed ranking one way, and we decided to change it up after the first call, and so I've been really busy this week cranking out all the modules for everybody, the format that we're doing the live training. So I haven't been able to go back and use Hangout Daredevil, but that's my full intention. After I get this this live coaching that I'm doing done, I'm just going to go back and strategically pick ClickBank products, evergreen ones that solve problems that I just showed you, stuff that solves problems real problems. I'm not going to do any make money stuff, and I'm going to use the Hangout Daredevil software. I'm going to create Hangouts, and I'm going to use the Daredevil software to go in and rank these Hangouts for me in these different products. Now, you'll notice too that most of the people are ranking on the first page with videos, but there's nobody doing Hangouts yet. And Hangouts are trumping YouTube videos. They're actually beating them out. At least that's been my experience. You find that to be true?
Well, Google loves
Yeah.
Google. So Google is, and they're not answering yes or no if they're giving love to the Hangouts. But I am telling you that when I shoot with a Hangout, I do less work ranking. So ranking faster, I know that they're doing it. I'm not the only one getting those results.
Yeah.
There are marketers out there now that are going, hey, wait a minute, I have got to get on these Hangouts because I'm ranking. In Rymac, he said it. Once he saw that even something he didn't try to rank was ranking number one, he knew that there was a correlation. And so, I mean, without doubt, Google loves Google.
Okay, so we got all that stuff figured out. We've got the product stuff figured out. So now the next step is, let me just answer some questions here really quick so that we can stay on top of them. One of the questions that keeps coming up is, do you recommend a product? Do you recommend the Hangout products? Do we need that already? David, I don't know anything about it. I haven't used it. I think the Hangout plugin product is if you want to make like a go-to, you do like a go-to webinar thing. It's like
I'm not going to tell anybody, during this, hey, go over and grab my stuff. These are just examples of ranking videos.
Yeah, they're
and
just
products.
Case studies, David.
These are literally just for
like
case
this is
studies.
this
That's
is what he
something
made
that you
promoting
have to
that
find
product.
out.
We don't know. I don't know anything about the product. I haven't used the product. I don't even know what it does. I think what it does is it makes it so that you can run a Hangout like you can a GoToWebinar. That's all I know about it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so I want to.
And that's all it is.
Now we're at the 1 hour and 22 minute
It's an
mark,
embed.
so I really want to speed things up. I don't want to spend the whole afternoon. I don't want to take up everyone's afternoon, so we're gonna kind of just fly through some stuff here. I want to make sure that I don't miss everyone's questions, and I don't want to spend too much time on stuff that doesn't pertain to the call. If you want Hangout plugin, go check it out. Try and find it through Frank's link and look at his Hangout on it and get it through him if you like it. I mean, he's taking time out of his day to do this for us. If it's something you want to get it through him. Okay, so how do you invite people for affiliate products ahead of time if you don't have a list? David, do you mean how do I recruit JVs? Is that what you're talking about? Like how do I recruit JVs for a launch?
Or
does he mean how do you invite them to do an interview? And that's easy. You have to build up a relationship with them.
Let me see what he says. What do you mean by that, Dave? Could you clarify? Get traffic for affiliate product you want to promote. Okay. So in your case, all right, so it's not your product, it's someone else's product, right? And you want to promote this product. So you want to invite people to come to the Hangout and watch the Hangout live if you don't have a list. That's what you're asking. I think that's what he's asking. So what he wants, is that what you were going to answer, Frank? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just didn't want you to waste energy on something that wasn't what he was looking for.
No.
If he's asking how to build up a following while he does Hangouts,
Yes.
that's a little bit different than that's creating events and doing all that stuff, and that's a whole nother beast in itself. That could take a few hours on its own. But you want to start having a presence on Google Plus and talk about what you do. If you're going to be an affiliate marketer and introduce people to affiliate products, get on your Google Plus page, start
making
making posts about it, start doing some reviews. People will find you. Is the best way for you to do it. If you search for somebody on Google Plus and they do it, connect with them. And that's it. There's no real way to just start inviting people to your hangout. Make it a public event, and the more that you do, the more will
So you
follow.
basically have to like build a base of friends like you do on Facebook, people that are interested in making money online, and that's the best way to do it. The other thing to do is to, if you don't have, like, you don't have to have an audience to create a hangout. Like, you can record everything, record the slides, demo the product, do an interview with the product creator. You can do all that stuff. There doesn't have to be an audience. You can record the whole thing on air. Then when you get off air, it automatically drops it into YouTube for you. So then you go in and you do a little, you do a little bit to it to get it to rank, and then you're picking up the traffic. What happens is, if you optimize the Hangout properly for the right keywords, like, let's use the Hangout plugin as an example. Hangout plugin review, and then you say interview with Walter Bayless from Hangout plugin. Like, people are going to go and search Walter Bayless's name. You'll get picked up that way. People will go and search Hangout plugin review. You'll get picked up that way when you show up on the Google results. So, okay, so just the traffic, it's important to get views and sales for the one product. Is this one? I don't know what that is. Okay, do a review and rank the Hangout to get traffic, and then after I get traction, you could do the interview. Yeah, you could do that. You could do the interview before too. You could do 2 videos, right? And you can get them both on the first page. You could do a review of. See, I call that's a technique I'm talking about right now in our speed ranking coaching class. And if you have gone through that module yet, David, I just put it up yesterday, module 5. Or no, it's the production module. I'm sorry. I think it's module 3, where I talk about splintering the content. And I give you a whole case study of how I did this with a launch years ago. And I basically splintered the whole review of the whole product. I did a video for each of the modules. And I dominated the whole first page of Google because I had like 10 or 15 videos. And then if you go on YouTube and you search for that product name, I dominate all of YouTube for that product, because I just splintered up the content. So instead of making one huge 20-minute video, I just chopped it up into a bunch of pieces. So yeah, you could do like a video that's a review video, and you demo it, and then you rank that, and then you can go do an interview video, and then you rank that, so that when people show up, you're showing up more than once, right? The more times you're showing up under the search results for the same thing, the better off you're going to get, the better off you're going to do. So I hope that helps answer your question. And yeah, don't worry about like having an audience. Like, the power of this, if you don't have an audience, is that you can get these to rank for the product name, the solution it provides also, like, stop hemorrhoids naturally without chemicals. Like, that provides a solution to a problem. There are people that want to stop hemorrhoids without taking chemicals or creams, So like, try to think of clever ways to, like Frank was saying, he's not always going after the product name like TrustJacker. Think of the solution that the product provides and try to rank for that too. Like wicked simple commissions, like a lot of people want wicked simple commissions. Want to work hard for their commissions. So hopefully that gives you all some ideas of how to like drive some traffic to these hangouts. And as far as like, if you want to learn how to build a big audience or do anything like that, I suggest you get with Frank and sign up for a consulting hour with him, and have him walk you through how he does it. I mean, you got 192,000 views on a video. That's just unbelievable, especially for a make money online product. That blows my mind. All right, so
it blows your mind and mine too. But
so what's the next step? Because I do want to speed things up here. I've got some other things I've got to do this afternoon. And I want to make sure that we get everything rolling here for everyone. That's awesome, man. I'm happy to hear that your product is rocking it, Dave. That's awesome. I'm going to switch the screen over to you, Frank. And let's look at that mind map again really quick. I want to make sure that we haven't missed anything. Okay, so when we did... when we did products, what is this over here? Reviews, group case studies. You have complete training, group Q&As. What's this all about?
Right,
Yeah.
right in here. These are, you know, when people are trying to figure out what to do to make a hangout. Funny part, you know, I use Diana a lot to bounce ideas off of. So what I'll do sometimes is I'll bounce an idea through a hangout with her, and we'll just talk back and forth, and that becomes like a product review. Okay, if you have a group of people that you already are friends with that are in, you know, they're all into making money online, invite them into the hangout and do a group Q&A on it, where on one screen you have, you know, a product's question and answer screen. You have the hangout on the other screen, and the people are asking you, so, you know, how does this work? You've got the answers to the Q&A from that product or their frequently asked questions, and now you've got this case study in a group thing. You're going to get more people watching because now it looks like it's this big hangout. So these are just basically, you know, how to use a hangout in different ways than just a slide share or you talking about a product. You can go through and invite some Facebook friends to get together, and you know, this is the pain that we have. I hate doing membership sites, but you know, you've got 3 or 4 guys that do membership sites that you're friends with that can all talk about their experiences. Now all of a sudden your hangout's going to start ranking for membership site software or plugins, and in your description on YouTube you have your affiliate link to those products that people are going to, once they're engaged in your video, they're going to start clicking your affiliate links and buying those products based on recommendations in your hangout.
Yeah.
So those are ways that we've used Hangouts to make money, is by talking not only to the developer but between us. You know, you saying there's a pain with using a presentation software inside of a Hangout. I could have made a little ebook that says this is how you do it, and sold the video and a PDF on just that for, you know, $5. Now I've got a product. Or I can find somebody who has a membership site or something and go, if you have this question, this is where you'll find the answer. If they sign up for the membership, I get the money.
Yep, love it, dude. That's a freaking awesome idea. Freaking awesome. Okay.
And you're the one who's got me on Dr. Oz, man. So start watching the Dr. Oz show, and as soon as they say a product, go find the affiliate link.
Let me ask you something. Can you export this mind map for us? Is this something you can export for us, and we could share this with everybody?
Yeah.
Let me knock it out to a PDF.
You can do that later. We don't have to do that.
I don't have
we don't have
it
to do that now, folks. Like I'll get this. I'm gonna get this over to Karen, my admin, and when she sends you the replay, I'll make sure that the PDF is in the replay so that you have the replay with the PDF. Okay, so we've got this. We've got the overview. We've got the where's the money. What's the next thing that we talk about? We already sort of talked about interviews. Is there anything that we need to talk about with webinars, sort of, the beginning? Are we good there?
No, and the webinar type deal would be and basically it's just the interviews, like you and Mark and I getting on talking about URL Shotgun. That was a webinar. It wasn't all pristine, you know, and as you can tell, nothing that I do in webinars is pristine.
It doesn't have to be. Mine are off the cuff too. If anyone, like David, you're inside my speed ranking coaching right now, and you've gone through that product. You know that my videos are off the cuff, man. I screw up, and I'll eat lunch before a video, and I got some burpees, and I'm like, sorry about the burpees, you know. Nothing I can do, right? I'm not going to wait to make my video till my gas goes away. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I don't have time in the day to do that. No, and that's what starts to happen, right?
Well,
you start to realize that there's only so much time in the day, and if you don't get shit out, if you don't produce, if you don't just ship stuff, and I didn't say shit, I said ship. SHIP. If you don't just ship stuff out, you're not going to get anything done. I urge everybody to Google this video. It's Seth Godin. Oh man, it's Seth Godin. I think it's called Just Ship It Out or something like that. And it's a great video. After our call, you all should watch that video. And he talks about how people get so hung up that they become paralyzed and they don't take any action. You just need to take imperfect action. Listen, it's never good enough. Do you think Microsoft waited till Microsoft Windows was perfect to get it out? How many updates has Microsoft Windows had since it's come out? Right?
They still update.
That's the point I'm trying to make. So I want you all to listen when you're listening to this call today. Every time you're nervous about something not being good enough, just think about Microsnot. Think about all the stuff that they put out that doesn't work. Okay? Now I'm not telling you to put out stuff that doesn't work because I do want you to provide value. But you have to remember, if today, we did this little mind map. We shot a lot of stuff. We did a lot of stuff off of the cuff, but we're providing value here today. This today is far from perfect, but we're providing gold nuggets in here. There's value in here. We know that this is a good product. Would you guys have rather us have canceled today and not showed up today than share the stuff that we're sharing with you, even though we're not doing it in a perfect way? Does that make sense? I just want to put that into perspective for you, because I think a lot of folks think that everything has to be perfect for them to get it out. And it really doesn't.
That's one thing, Anthony, that you told me a couple of years ago was the analysis paralysis.
It's already been 2 years.
And if anybody goes,
2 years too. You're right. It's crazy.
I know. If anybody goes and looks at my videos, my wife even said yesterday I did a nice little shout out for Spy Fu. They sent me a T-shirt because I talk them up. And there's no affiliate link to it, but I was drinking a pop and I kept trying to cover the logo of the pop with my hand, and she's like, why didn't you just set the pop down? And I'm like, I was thirsty, it's my personality, screw it. And that's it. It's not going to be perfect, but you know what, it got done along with 5 other videos that day. So just go, and that's why I asked how many people are doing Hangouts. One of the big things I challenge you guys to do is this weekend, before Monday, because I don't know if anybody has jobs and stuff like that, but before Monday, shoot a Hangout on air, have it uploaded to YouTube, go into YouTube and make it either an unlisted or private, and then shoot me through Facebook the link to that video. And I promise you, I won't watch it. But I just want you to make the video or make the Hangout, have it on YouTube, and shoot me the link, and even take off the last 2 digits or whatever, or whatever's to it, so I can't really find it, just to show me that you did it. Because I noticed that, some people on the call said they haven't done a Hangout. You're interested in Hangouts, you've got to do Hangouts.
Totally. And here's the thing. It doesn't have to be a make money product. Like if there's something like I drink Green Vibrance, it's a green drink. it's a freeze dried green drink, and I love it. And I could make a video about that. If there's something in your house that you enjoy, just get on camera and talk about it for a second. It doesn't have to be like a 10-20 minute video. Just get on there and say, hey, have you had your Green Vibrance today? You really should consider having it because it's got 25 billion probiotics and it's really going to help you with your gut health. Get Green Vibrance. That's it. Something super simple. 30 seconds, a minute, whatever. Just so that you can say that you did it. And then after you do it, you're going to be like, oh my God, that's all that it took. That's all that I had to do. So there's been some questions.
Not to mention that 30-second thing that you just said, Anthony, will be watched in its entirety before anybody realizes it was only 30 seconds, which then makes YouTube happy, which means you rank faster, which tells Google to rank you faster because it was only 30 seconds. So you'll dominate Google just by saying, hey, I really like this, I use it, here it is, now go buy it.
Because it's less than 30 seconds. It's 30 seconds and it'll count as a view. By the time someone finishes watching it, it counts as a view, which is really important. We have some folks asking if we're going to cover how to rank stuff. with Hangouts on this call. No, that's not what this call was about. This call was about how to profit with it. If you want to learn about how to rank Hangouts, just open up the Hangout Daredevil training that you've already invested in, and everything you need to know about how to rank. I mean, Ryan covers it to the umpteenth degree. The training in there is unbelievable. I mean, he has it dialed in on how to do it. There's no point in us covering that here. What we really want to do is cover how, you can set this up and how you can position yourself to start making money with this. Now, I've got a great question from Michelle. Welcome back, by the way. I went to go answer your question a while ago, but you had disappeared, so I didn't answer it. And we actually tried to go into more of a step-by-step format after you left. It's just that we were giving everyone an overview and trying to explain what we were doing and validating that this worked and that this is worth your while. So real quick, Michelle's question is, how do you get the producer's video into Google Drive? And then, is it that you upload your PowerPoint to the Google Drive? Is that how you do it?
No.
No. What I am going to tell you is, one, the video, you can play the video. If you're in the Hangout, there is a YouTube app that you just type in the title, or you can do a YouTube search, and you can play it right there using the YouTube app. If you're wanting to use the video inside of a presentation like PowerPoint, you're inside of your Google Drive is the presentation thing, and one thing, one of the toolbars says insert, and you do insert video, and it asks you for the YouTube video title.
Can you show that? Can you show that really quick? Is that too much trouble to just pop in there really quick and just show us that one more time?
No. Go ahead, man. Yeah.
Awesome.
Am I going to have to? Yeah, I'll have to click again, won't I?
Dude, you rank for building silo sites. Way to go, bro.
Yeah, building silo sites. Yeah, and that is the SEO
keep
Zen.
going, bro.
So, inside of, let me go out of here. Inside of your Google Drive, okay, which is in here in your Google Plus, Google Drive, you're going to create the presentation. So I don't upload files. I don't upload any of that stuff. And it's PowerPoint in its simple white. Come on.
I just clear these out.
Can you upload the PowerPoint slide if you didn't want to have to do it over? Could you just upload it into here and will it translate it, or?
I don't.
I think it does.
I think it does. It will take a certain amount of the information, but again, you're talking about a Microsoft product.
The formatting won't come out right.
Playing nicely with right. So that might be a little bit tough. So that's why I just come in here and start doing everything. But you can do insert video, and right here is the YouTube search.
Okay, so
feature.
most product creators are going to have a demo. Like, he's going to show, so it's the perfect, yeah. So they're going to have a demo. So there you go, bingo.
Right,
and here's
so look,
another
I ranked
thing
number
that
3
you
for that.
want to do.
Is this you?
Yeah, that's me.
Is
right
this
there.
you?
Okay, so.
And I did this.
So,
I did this with Google Hangouts.
And I can
I did this
preview
with Google Hangouts.
Yeah. So see, I can.
Yeah. So see, I can preview it.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to use this. So then I select it.
And now it's in.
In my slide.
And so I can play that back
Okay.
during
And
the
when
Hangout.
while you're doing a full screen share, it's going to, once you're in, and let me just do this so it shows up
This
here
is
as
huge, folks.
text.
Do you all understand how big of a loophole this is for you guys? Because you can basically go and swipe videos from some of the best ClickBank products. You can take those videos, you can swipe them, you can download them, you can then upload them to YouTube, and you could play them back through YouTube on here as a slide without you ever having to go on video. It's a pretty sweet-ass loophole, man.
And the other thing is that you will also have, again, somebody else's authority, somebody else's work, and you can knock this out by just having, I mean, and me personally, and I did this with one of the Rockstar things, or no, as a matter of fact, it was Brad Goss when he did he was in his baby diaper. I put Gnome in the corner of Camtasia video and just had their video playing in the background muted while I talked about it. And all their products and features were rolling in the back. So here's my one screen with your video playing. I've got bullet points, and I'm saying, look, you know, this is going to create the perfect silo. You're going to monetize faster. You're going to do all of this, and guys, go over here, and here's my link that you can type in, and it appears that I did all this major work for 30 seconds.
Amazing.
And this will rank above the majority of people just because it's a Google Hangout being loved by Google.
Totally amazing.
And you've got other files.
And you've got other files. So I mean, and that's just me playing with, you know, the presentations. And I'm not one of these guys that wants to learn this whole new system, but it's dumbed it down, and it's available for me. I don't have to remember hard drives. I don't have to, and it's integrated, which is why I love it.
You don't have to go spend $300 on Microsoft
because
Office.
I would have to.
Exactly.
And again, you know, it's and I can shoot you this file and say, hey, Anthony, you know, here's my presentation, you know, that I set up. If you want to do a voiceover, if I'm outsourcing a voiceover, I don't have to do all these downloads, uploads, and everything else. I just do share the link, and I add people to it, or give it to them, or tweet it, or whatever, and which is nice because I can use it to other social media platforms where, you know, I'm adding more juice to feedback to my video, which is ranking higher, which is making more sales. But listen, guys, you know, you wanted to add, and let me get back to this, learning how to rank these Hangouts. You can't rank a Hangout unless you've got a Hangout to rank.
That's true.
So you've got
to, even if they're 30 seconds, or if you ramble, or if you do anything else, remember that YouTube has a video editor where you can go in and edit out pieces of your video if you don't like it. So at the end, you fumbled around with getting off air, or you were cussing at the beginning, go and cut that part out. And now you've got your video, and it's edited, and you do your annotations and all that fun stuff. So, just something to think about.
So listen, Anthony.
I mean, unless
I think we're good, man.
you know, there's something more. I would like to say this. If you guys want to know more about Google Hangouts, talk to me later. I can answer your questions, and maybe, you know, we can do a big hangout sometime, and, you know, we can all sit down and go over that. But I know Anthony is in Florida, and it is late.
Yeah. And I'm going to go, I got a bunch of people coming over. We're all going to go party tonight at a big festival called Electric Daisy Carnival. So I got to start getting ready for that. But here's what I want you all to do. If you all do hit up Frank, please respect his time. You know, Frank does run a very successful local marketing business, and he's got clients to tend to. So if you hit him up, you know, send him some PayPal cash, donate some money for his time, you know, like, he's always willing to help. The guy over-delivers without ever asking for any money, and I keep telling him he's got to start asking people for money when he helps out. So, you know, if he takes time out of his day to help you out, you know, donate some PayPal cash, send it his way if he really helped you out with something. I promise you that money will come back tenfold. It really will. You know, and sometimes just give what you can give. If Frank doesn't ask you for any money and he really helped you out with something, just give what you can give, you know. It's It's better than giving nothing, and the money's going to come back to you tenfold because you did it unselfishly and you helped out somebody who helped you out. You gave back. So, and if you can't help out with money, you can't donate with money, then you know what you should be doing? You should be asking Frank how you can help him in his business and offering to help him out with something and giving back that way. And I believe in reciprocity. It's been like so huge to my success. I give unselfishly, and I always have, and they get and it always comes back tenfold. And it's an amazing thing to do. And I know that you've been offering to help, and I've offered your help too. I just want everyone to know that Frank does run a very successful business, and he's got to pull away from that when he helps out all these people. So it's important that you guys offer to help him out some way too. Exactly. Good karma, EB.
Oh, I appreciate that, but my wife won't let me do everything for free. But yeah, she knows that we're real big into the karma
Totally,
and the universe,
man.
you know.
And God, we can't forget.
We get
I
what
believe
we
in God,
give,
and
so.
he's
yeah, so do I.
part of the whole
Oh yeah,
thing,
so do I.
so.
Oh,
We don't have to get
absolutely.
into a religious
yeah,
conversation,
Come on, dude. We can. I mean, we were talking SEOs in. We might as well just stay on the universe creation.
So everyone, have a great
Hey,
afternoon.
I'm gonna get this
I'm gonna
stuff.
set this puppy to render. We're at
Yes.
an hour and 50 minutes. I'm going to set this puppy to render. You all know how to get a hold of Frank. We'll get the mind map out to you and the replay out to you is probably by Monday because my admin's out tomorrow. I think she's already gone for the day. So probably by Monday is when we'll have it out to you. So just look out for it in your inboxes. If you don't have it on Monday, just hit up the support desk, support@anthonyaries.com, and then in the subject line put Hangout Daredevil Profit with Hangout Replay or something like that, or Profit with Hangout Replay. And we'll make sure to get that out to you. Thank you all for attending today. I really appreciate you guys. I look forward to meeting you someday in person. And I hope that we've helped you out somewhat today with this. And listen, just get the Hangout Daredevil training. You guys bought a super powerful piece of software. If that thing is collecting dust, you need to get that thing out and start putting it to work. You can make a lot of money with that, especially with local businesses. This affiliate stuff that we're talking about is peanuts compared to the money that you can make doing stuff for local businesses. That's how Frank makes a lot of money. And right now I am too,
Absolutely.
man. I signed up a couple of gyms this past week. I made $4,000 just on the ranking their video part for them. So there's a lot of money to be made doing the stuff with local businesses. The affiliate stuff is great. I'm not saying to not do it, but just get into the Hangout Daredevil that you bought. There's a ton of training in there about all the crazy things that you can do with it. So I really appreciate you all. And I hope to see you in the near future and meet you in person. Talk soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.